Hello everyone and welcome to our series about various frauds and scams happening all around the world. Now, do you think you are immune to fraud? Absolutely not. In reality, anybody can fall victim to it. Frauds come in all shapes and sizes, and I will help you learn how to identify them and report them to the proper authorities. Now, what is a scam? It's a confidence trick or a scheme is an attempt to defraud a person or group after first gaining their confidence, used to the classical sense of the trust. Confidence tricks exploit characteristics of the human psyche such as dishonesty, honesty, vanity, compassion, credulity, irresponsibility, innocence, and greed. Every year, thousands of people lose their money and personal information to scams. You may have received some by email, or an odd accent speaking IRS agent calling you about your unpaid taxes of 2007. Scam artists use different types of fraud to try to trick you of your hard-earned money. Scammers are getting smarter all the time, and I will help you scam-proof your life. This way, you won't be tempted to actually think you inherited $10 million from an uncle you never met in Nigeria. Now, I am your host, Dr. Dan Amzalag, and I am the Scaminator. In today's episode, I will cover publishing clearinghouse scams. This scam is very popular among con artists. I'm sure that many of you came across the 5x8 size Reader's Digest, where many interesting stories are shared to millions of readers across the world. Now, as a part of this so-called magazine, you have a little coupon to fill where you can participate in the lottery winning of the Publishers Clearinghouse and be one of the lucky recipients of $5,000 weekly for the rest of your life. Now, Publisher Clearinghouse is real, but many brokers purchase a list of people filling up those little coupons, which is then resold to con artists. Now, once the scammer get a hold of that phone list, calls are made to people who filled the form in the hope of being the next winner. This is when the scam starts. The victim receives a call disclosing they are the big publishing clearinghouse winner. In the background, the victim will hear fake applause from a machine that is close by to the scammer, so to make the call more official. The scammer will then say that they will come by your house to bring you the winnings and ask if you're camera shy and all of those things to rev you up for whatever that follows. Now, once you are all excited, they will mention the prize you won, which might be a car, $25,000 cash, or a vacation to an exotic destination. However, taxes are to be paid on these winnings, and they can't release them until they're paid. Now, you can choose to forfeit the car and get the monetary value for it, but the taxes on the car are still there. The $25,000 is also a prize that is inflicted with taxes, which you are asked to pay 5% of the value. They ask you to get one of these gift cards again and put money in there, and call back the scammer to get the card number and authorization code. Once the funds are transferred to an offshore account, you will not hear from the original caller. And this is where it becomes interesting. We have what we call upsell scammers. Now, since you already fell for the intro scam, chances are the upsell scammer can get you a second time around. So they call back their victim, congratulating them for the winnings, and let them know that they receive a notification from PCH, which is the Publisher Clearinghouse, that your winnings were of the wrong amount. So instead of getting the $25,000, which was the original introductory scam, you will receive actually $100,000. Now, you're all definitely excited, but that's not the case. It was a mistake from PCH, and they're happy to assume the responsibility for their mistake, or so-called mistake. However, the tax amount of 5% still applies. You will complain, and they will reiterate that the state tax department won't allow to release any funds until they get their money, and PCH can't do anything. Now, they will say you can forfeit your winnings and see how they can figure out a way to get you your original $25,000, which will never happen. Now, you may call them back and they will say that they're still negotiating with PCH to release your winnings, but they require another $500 to show your interest. You then send another $500, which again, will never be returned to you. Now, after sending $2,500 to $5,000, rolling in with a scam, the scammer may send you a gift certificate from a restaurant that you could have received for free. Watch out for these calls, as they will continue draining you from your money as much as they can until you figure out it was all a scam and all is lost. It is true that you do owe taxes on your winnings, but they are taken from you prior to receiving the lump sum and not paid in advance by you prior to receiving the money. I know, it can be a bit confusing. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hope this episode gave you a little more insight of the structure and strategies of the described scam and allowed you to have a better understanding on how it can affect you or many other victims out there. Now, we are working on an email plugin, also called the Scaminator, which will work for every email client and will purge all these unwanted messages from your inbox. It will add our special stamp, Scam Alert, beside each email, just in case you do decide to open the purge folder, only if your curiosity takes a hold of you. Now, in the meantime, if you do come across new scams using different techniques to lure you into as the next victim, do not hesitate to contact us by email listed below, explaining their techniques and incentive given to you to get you to respond to their scam and ultimately send your hard-earned money. We will then cover this scam in one of our episodes and share it with our audience and make sure to give you aforementioned credits at the end of the show. Until then, my friends, stay safe, stay wise, and stay scam-free. If you're watching this, you are the resistance. Signing off, the Scaminator.